Hello guys, welcome to my channel DK Uncovered. So what I want to talk about today is going to be very simple, so please stay with me till the end and don't forget to like and subscribe. I need your support guys. Please like and subscribe. In today's video, what I want to share with you is that you can get anything out of life. You can get anything you want out of life and you can be whoever you want to be. It is all about finding that one thing you want to be, one thing that you want to attract. The problem is that we have so many things we want and we end up not deciding on that one thing that we deserve, right? So I want you to decide. I've made a video about this before, but it seems like most people keep facing this problem. I was talking to my friend yesterday and she was confused as well. She wants to be a teacher, but what she truly wants to become is a photographer, right? So I asked her, what do you want between a teacher and photography? Which one would you never give up on? And she was like, I want to be a photographer. And I know most people are facing this problem as well, especially people around my age group, right? You need to take your time. Don't rush. If we are not dying, or if we are not going to die today, what is the point of rushing? Take your time. It might take you a week or two, but just decide on what you want. I've done this before. I had to decide what I wanted in my life, right? At times when we write down these, or when we make a list of the things we want, and we go through these lists, it is so tempting because we want this and we want this and we want that. But take your time and just think. Let your imagination work and just go through that list and think, all right, cool. See, during those times when you are going through these lists, what I want you to do too is see yourself doing the things that you want to do whilst you are going through that list. Maybe you want to be a photographer, right? You want to be a teacher like my friend. You want to be a DJ. You want to be a technician. You want to be an engineer. All these things, right? See, whilst you are going through all these lists, I want you to see yourself doing exactly what you'll be doing once you become those things on your list. So start from whatever it might be and see yourself. If you get a certain type of feeling whilst you are building these images in your mind, I want you to be aware of your feelings as well, because each list will give you a different type of feeling, right? It will give you a different type of feeling. So if you want a husband or a wife, write that thing down as well. If you want a certain type of money, whatever it might be, just write those things down. Even if it sounds very ridiculous to you at that moment, just write it down. It might be ridiculous now, but it might not be ridiculous the next year. And I've been there before. Last year, the things that I wanted at that time, when I listed those things, it sounded very ridiculous to me. But now, those things that I listed doesn't sound ridiculous now. It is something that I would want in my life. But obviously, I selected that one thing that I want to attract, I want to accomplish. So I have to follow that one thing. You see what I'm saying? So take your time. Let your imagination be the master at this moment. Your imagination and your feeling, and just write down the things that you want to accomplish or you want to be. Write those things down. Like I said, you can be anything you want to be, or you can attract anything you want to attract in your life. But it is all about making decisions, outwitting the devil, and I think laws of success. Napoleon Hill talked about one of the biggest problems most people face in life, and to be honest, one of the causes of failure is indecision. Most people I just can't make decisions. That time just passed by and they are still where they were, right? So just take your time, man. Take your time and just select what you want to be, who you want to be, where you want to go, and the things you want to do, right? I said who you want to be, where you want to go, and the things you want to do. See, those three can still be part of that one thing. Like my friend, she wanted to be a photographer, and obviously she's doing teaching at the same time. You see, she's going around the world at this moment, right, to teach. So what she could do, I'm just using my own basic imagination here. What she could do, she's black. What she could do is go to wherever she's going, the most awkward places, right? You'd never think black people will ever be, like Korea. And I mean, there's black people in Korea, but you see what I'm saying? There is not a lot of black people there like in London, right? So what she could do is just go find those places, man. While she's going to explore the beautiful places, if she meet any black person, she should talk to them, take pictures of them, nice photo shoot, and just write a blog about them. They are what the type of discrimination they face there, how they were able to adapt. See, now you're using your skills and you are using two skills into one. That's imagination. You're using imagination. And I'm not even a photographer. I'm not a teacher, a teacher at the moment, but I am still using my imagination to make something. So imagine her, if she took her time, and like you, if you take your time and you just decide on what you want and you let your imagination wander or your mind wander, trust me, there's so many possibilities, man. There's so many ways you can create the life that you want. But it all starts with your imagination. Let your imagination work wonders for you. You see what I'm saying? Everything you want, all the solutions is in your mind, right? All the solutions to your problems is in your mind. People overlook this. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I go on Reddit, I go on Twitter, I see people writing a lot of hard and depressing things, which breaks my heart. And at times you could just tell that this could, if they were around the right people, this could be easily solved. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a psychiatrist or a therapist, but it's just through my own experience and the people that I come across all the time, I just give them basic advice and it does wonders to them as well. People give me advice and it does miracles to me as well. So you see what I'm saying? It changes my life. But like I said, everything starts with imagination, right? Let me break this to you. Everything in life starts with an imagination. We all know this, right? And then from imagination, desire follows. And in order for your will to be triggered, right? Your willpower, in order for you to do something, in order for us to do anything, in order for me to talk, in order for me to lift this up, I had to develop a strong desire. In order for you to go to the shop, in order for you to eat your favorite food, to meet people, to go places, everything that we do in this world started with a desire. Imagination, desire, and then the will follow, the action, right? So if you decide on what you want, right, and then you just let your imagination do the work for you. If you can't concentrate, like I always tell you, one of the best times to let your mind do miracles for you is when just before you are about to go to sleep. Just think. Once you have decided on who you want to be, just think. I can name dozens of books that have said the same important line. I was reading a book by Neville Garden. That was his name, yeah. Power of Awareness, Magic of Believing, Secret of the Ages, Magic of Thinking Big. I could see dozens of books here that have said the same line in the Bible. Talks about that. So during those times when you are relaxed, they let your imagination or your mind give you all the possibilities. By all these possibilities, in order for your mind to have a definite aim, it needs to know that one thing that you want. That one thing that you want to be. You see what I'm saying? You can be anything you want to be, but the problem is that most people are facing a lot of the major problem, indecision. So decide now what you want out of life, you know. And like I said, Once you have decided, you just let that be your most dominant thoughts. Every night you go to bed, you think about it, or you write it on a piece of paper. You write every night, you think about it before you wake up in the morning. That's one of the best times as well. Just before you wake up in the morning, right? Your conscious mind is kind of like it's still not in. It's still not active at that moment like that. So pick up your goal, look at it, let your mind wander. Magic of believing, it says what? Look in the mirror and just say the things, or tell yourself the things that you want to be. What I do at times is, as soon as I wake up, I just go straight to the mirror, because I know that my mind is, I'm still a bit sleepy, right? And I just say these things to myself, what I want to be. You could do the same thing, and several times during those times, right? During the day, right? When you were saying the person you want to be, maybe you want to be an artist, a full-time artist, or whatever it might be, right? But what I want you to do is go to the quiet place and close your eyes. See, when we open our eyes and we say certain things, unconsciously we are building images, but it is not so vivid like that, right? Especially when you are doing these things on purpose, when you're building image in your mind, these images on purpose, it is hard to just make it vivid when your eyes are open. So go to, even if your work toilet, right, the quiet place, sit down and close your eyes and say these things to yourself silently. You'd realize that as you are saying these things to yourself, you start to realize that you start to emotionalize it, right? And whilst you are emotionalize it, you realize that it will start to occupy your mind. The next thing you know, and I'm talking from experience, I'm talking from my own experience. If you disagree with me, let me know, but I'm just talking from just my own experience, isn't it? The next thing you know, even if at times you haven't taken the actions, if you allow that to be your most dominant thought, the next thing you know, you start to be, would I say this? Yeah, nah, I wouldn't say that. But you just get moved by something. I don't know that thing, but I was moved by that one thing too. I was lying in my bed and I just got to that point. The next thing that had to follow was action. It's taking action. Right? You've got to the point that your goal or your dream or that one thing that you want to attract in your life has occupied your mind so much that you have no choice but to just get up and do it. Because that feeling and that thoughts of it is so powerful. You've made it so powerful. The most powerful force in this world is a concentrated thoughts. A concentrated thought. And how do you know how to get a concentrated thought? It's by having a strong, definite desire. Right? For example, if your little brother, right? If something dropped on your little brother, something very heavy, people call it what? Something dropped on your little brother, right? At that moment, I said it in my other video. At that moment, everything around you doesn't matter to you. All your focus and you're concentrating on, all your thought force is into the action, the thing that you are doing. So it gives you that inner strength to do on crazy things that you never thought you would do at that moment. But do you know how you develop that strength to lift that heavy thing off? It is all through thought concentration. So imagine that strength that you were able to do, that inner strength you developed, right? And you developed to be able to lift that whatever that was on your brother. Imagine if you were using that same thought concentration on your desire, what you could do with that. You see what I'm saying? So just think about it. Just think about this. You know what I'm saying? I know most of my videos I'm always blah blah blah. I'm talking so much here. It doesn't make sense at times, but this makes sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of my videos these days, I'm trying to take my time and just make it so basic, bro. So just think about it, man. You can get anything you want, and I can tell you that because, like I said, just a few months ago, I was where I was a few months ago, and where I'm at this month, this year I'm a different person, you know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking from experience. Where I was 2 years ago and where I am today is completely different. The same thing as you. at times we use these inner forces or inner power unconsciously, but it's powerful. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, you can get anything you want out of life, man, but you need to have that definite desire, that definite aim. Everything needs to have that. Your mind needs to have that one thing that it needs to focus, it needs to work towards. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The reasons why most of us, we always attract so much negativity and crazy things, external negative things from external forces, right, is because our mind that hasn't got anything to do. So when it hasn't got anything to do, like I said before, I've said it so many times, it has no choice but to occupy that space, bro, with something negative. It is a law. It's like a nature, bro. It's like a natural law. You know what I'm saying? Where there is no space, something has to occupy automatically. So if you take something out of the way, something in nature has to occupy the space. People that do science mind would already know this. So imagine your mind, if it has nothing to do, then naturally something has to replace it. And unfortunately, most of us, it's negative thoughts, negativity, and that's why we fall into stress and depression and I don't know, all kinds of things that we all do attract in our minds, in our lives. So busy your mind, you know. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Find what you love doing, innit? Write your goals down. Anyway, before I finish, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I need your support, guys. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to ask me any questions. Share this video to your friends and family and every social media platform. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.